Now that we have a frequency table of the player heights, we can create a frequency histogram of the player heights. So we note the first row in the frequency table, 59.95 to 61.95, has a frequency of 5. So we're going to want to put a bar with frequency 5. We're going to need a little better labeling here first. So realize that your x-axis is actual values of the data. In this case, the data are players' heights, and so player heights is the value on the x-axis. On the y-axis of a histogram is always going to be frequency for a frequency histogram and relative frequency for a relative frequency histogram. So what these values should be are going to be the heights of our bars, our frequencies. And so they should range from 0 to 40. And so I've done, to make the video a little bit quicker, I've typed up some heights from 0 to 40. And now we are ready to draw a bar for the class between 59.95 and 61.95. That is going to be 5 units high. So I just make a bar that's 5 units high. And draw it over the interval from 59.95 to 61.95. Notice the next interval. Notice I'm not naming the intervals, so I don't have two 61.95s just because I have them up here. I've just named the endpoints of the intervals and allowed the overlap to make the graph a little bit less cluttered. So 61.95 to 63.95, in that class there are 3 observations. So I want to make a bar that's roughly 3 units high. It's going to be a little over halfway up, and so let's just draw a bar that's about 3 units high. Try again. Draw the bar that's about 3 units high, and then there we are. Next bar for 63.95 to 65.95 should be 15 units high. And so we'll draw another bar. It's 15 units high. The next bar, because there are 40 observations between 65.95 and 67.95, that bar should be 40 units high. And you can make histograms, by the way, with uneven widths, but it makes a misleading histogram. Because area, you're going to have to realize area is going to be the key factor here in that you see when you're drawing graph a histogram. The next class is about 17. I'll guess that's right about here is the appropriate place. Oops. This program doesn't like when I cut things off here. Now we'll make another line to the top there. All right. A 12 unit bar goes right about here. Doggone it. Am I going to be able to finish this on time? 12 unit bar. The next class has a 7 unit high bar because there are 7 observations there. So we go right about here. And finally, the last bar is 1 unit high. And there's our histogram of heights drawn by hand.